Hi, I'm Peter Derrick, the Executive Director of Effect Hope. Today, I want to wish you and those you love a very Merry Christmas. Thanks to you and your investment in the work of Effect Hope, we have seen amazing results in the lives of people who for too long have suffered in isolation. So my thanks to you this Christmas is taking the form of an old Christmas story. It was Christmas Eve, and old Papa Panoff, the village shoemaker, had just settled into his big armchair. He had pulled down the big old family Bible and had opened it to read the Christmas story. He read how Mary and Joseph, tired of the long journey to Bethlehem, found hope in the heart of an innkeeper who made it possible for Mary's little baby to be born at least in the shelter of a cowshed. Oh dear, exclaimed Papa Panoff. If only they had come here. I could have given them my bed, and I could have covered the baby with my patchwork quilt to keep him warm. The print began to dance before Papa Panoff's eyes, so that he closed them. And in no time at all, Papa Panoff was fast asleep. As he slept, he dreamed. He dreamed that someone was in his room, and he knew at once that it was Jesus. You have been wishing that you could see me, Papa Panoff. Then look for me tomorrow. It will be Christmas Day, and I will visit you. Well, the next day, Papa Panoff awoke so excited. He jumped out of bed because he was going to meet Jesus today. He put on a pot of coffee and looked out of the window. But the street was deserted. No one was stirring yet. No one except the road sweeper. Come in, Papa Panoff exclaimed. Come in and have some hot coffee to keep you warm. The sweeper looked up, scarcely able to believe his ears. He was only too glad to put down his broom and to come into the warm room. Later, Papa Panoff saw a cold young woman clutching a baby in her arms. Won't you come in, he called, stepping outside to greet her. You both need a warm chair by the fire and a rest. The young mother let him shepherd her indoors and to the comfort of the armchair. She let out a big sigh of relief. Your baby needs shoes, the cobbler said. But the woman replied, I can't afford shoes. Papa Panoff pulled out little leather shoes, the finest he had ever made. Try these on her, he said. The woman smiled happily, and the baby gurgled with pleasure because they fit. All day long, Papa Panoff kept inviting people into his home. And all day long, he waited for Jesus. But by the end of the day, when he closed his door, Jesus had still not come. Then, all at once, Papa Panoff knew that he was no longer alone in the room. At first, he seemed to see before his eyes the long stream of people who had come to him that day. As they passed, each seemed to whisper, Didn't you see me, Papa Panoff? Who are you? Cried the shoemaker. Then another voice answered him. It was the voice of Jesus. Papa Panoff, I was hungry, and you fed me. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was cold, and you warmed me. I came to you today in every one of those whom you welcomed and helped. A great peace and happiness seemed to fill the whole room, overflowing Papa Panov's heart. And all that he could say was, "So you did come, after all."
We wish you